Welcome to this week's core strength vinyasa practice. I'm Sam. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention or remind you that this is your practice. It's your time, it's your body. So make sure to tune in and connect to what you need. Take a break whenever you need. If you need a moment to take a few deep breaths or come to a pause, it'd be nice to find a child's pose or something else you prefer. And feel free to adapt and adjust the practice as you need. So working with your body, always listening. We're not going to use any particular props today, but if you like to use a block or a book or something for your balancing poses, that can be helpful. So you can place that toward the top of your mat. Otherwise, nothing special needed for this. I'm going to come to start in a comfortable seat. I'm going to begin in a hero's pose, kneeling, because I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. But you might come to a hero's pose as well, kneeling up on a cushion or maybe on your heels. You could also come to Sukhasana, cross-legged, easy seat. And just beginning to settle into your seat. When you're ready, closing down your eyes. Finding yourself here. Beginning to drop into your body. Finding length through your spine. Rooting down through your sitting bones while reaching the crown of your head up toward the sky. Finding space across the chest. Sliding your shoulders back and down. Bringing a softness to your face. Finding yourself in this moment, exactly as you are. You can place your hands over your belly and begin to observe your breath without changing or controlling it. You can simply notice your breath exactly as it is. The natural movement of your rib cage, your belly, as you naturally breathe in and out. Breath is really at the core of who we are, especially from a yogic perspective. When we speak about our core in yoga, we're not really talking about the six-pack muscles, rectus abdominis. We're really talking about that deep inner core. Your transverse abdominis, which is that deep abdominal muscle that really supports the center of your body and supports your breathing, as well as your diaphragm, your breathing muscle. You might notice here as you're breathing, as you inhale, your diaphragm contracts, moving down. And as you exhale, without you doing anything, your abdominals are going to engage to draw your navel back in. Your diaphragm contracts on the inhalation, relaxes on the exhalation. Let your abdominals relax on the inhalation and contract on the exhalation. Beginning now to inhale as you are. And then as you exhale, start to consciously activate your abdominals, drawing your navel towards your spine. Breathing in, expanding the belly, relaxing the abdominals. And breathing out consciously, drawing the abdominals in. Inhaling. And exhale, actively contracting the core. And continuing to breathe like this. And be slowing down, expanding the breath. And possibly even engaging your Ujjayi breath. And so our intention for today's practice is to connect to our core strength. And finding that deep inner strength right at our center. And supports everything we do. And using a strong and steady breath to find that inner strength. I'm going to take 3 more deep breaths here. And come to place your hands in front of your heart space, palms touch. And take a deep inhale through your nose. And sigh out your mouth. 2 more like this. Breathe in. And let it go. The last one. And you can bow your head toward your heart. And then release your hands down over your thighs and your knees. And keeping the eyes closed, we're going to take a few rounds of a seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, start to arch your back, heart lifts, head tilts back, shoulders draw back. And as you exhale, start to draw your chin in round the back, spine rounds, navel moves towards your spine. So inhale, start to lift and open through your chest, arching your back. And exhale, round and curving your spine. And keep moving through a few rounds of these in your own time. And see if you can really feel and activate your abdominals on your exhalation. Relaxing them as you inhale to open. And exhale, finding that active contraction, conscious contraction. Taking 2 more breaths in your own pace. And on your next inhalation, come to a neutral spine. And then as you exhale, start to float your eyes open, fist of closed. You can remove any props out from underneath you if you have something there. And come to place your feet down onto the mat. Extend your arms. Inhale, grow tall through your spine. And then as you exhale, we're going to come to lay down onto our backs. And you can start to walk your feet in toward your hips, setting the feet hip width. Really press down through the soles of your feet here. I'm going to move through a few bridge rolls. So as you inhale, start to slowly lift your lower back, middle back, and upper back off the mat. And then as you exhale, upper back, middle back, and then lower back grounds. Breathing in, curling up, pressing the weight forward into your feet. And then slowly rolling back down, one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling, lifting, opening through the front side of your body. And exhale, slowly melting down toward the mat. 2 more times. When you finish your 2 rounds, keep your arms alongside your body, palms facing down. And start to extend your legs up towards your sky, up toward the sky. And you can point the feet here. And see how straight you can get your legs in. It's okay if there's a little bend. And start to firm your lower back into the mat. So your lower back is flush with the mat rather than arching off. Really press it down. And even just doing this, you can really start to feel some heat building in your core. And holding strength here. One more breath like this. And take another inhale. And then as you exhale, start to extend your right leg to a hover without letting your lower back lift off the ground. Inhale, raising back up. Exhale, left leg lowers toward the mat. And inhale, raising it back up. Moving through these, and only lowering your leg to the point at which you can still keep your lower back on the mat. If you feel your lower back lifting, you've gone too far. I'm going to do one more on each side, making sure you finish on your left side. Now from here, keep your legs lifted. You can also bend them again if you need to. Extend your arms up above you. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, start to lift your shoulders, head, upper back off the ground, reaching toward your toes. And then inhale, lower down. Exhale to lift. And inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. 2 more. And start to draw your knees in toward your chest. And give yourself a little rock from side to side. And from here, place your hands behind your legs, behind your knees, and we're going to rock and roll up the spine 3 times. And see if on each time you roll up, you can balance for a moment. Maybe with your toes lifted. And then the last time, staying balanced, you might start to raise your shins into a Navasana, boat pose. Maybe extending the arms. You feel yourself rounding. You're collapsing here. Maybe take your hands back behind your knees, or you can even place them down on the ground behind you. And keep growing tall through your spine, holding core strength. Holding for another 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles. Place your hands down onto the mat and step back into your downward facing dog. And first downward facing dog, so feel free to pedal it out. Make any movements you might like here. Maybe twisting through the sides of your body. Really finding that connection to the earth through your hands, spreading the fingers, pressing all the fingertips into the mat. Weight into the thumb side of your hand. Coming to find some stillness for a moment. Engage in your Uddiyana Bandha. The pit of your belly is drawing in and up. And this is that corseting effect we were talking about. Your transverse abdominis. Your deep inner core. We're going to explore some spinal waves here. So as you inhale, start to lift your heels, rolling out from your tailbone along your spine. Coming to land over, shoulders over your wrists, lengthening your neck. And then as you exhale, start to bend your knees, send your hips back like a hovering child's pose, and then straighten your legs. So inhale, wave your spine forward, head, neck extends last, heels draw back. And exhale, draw your hips back, bend the knees, and straighten the legs. Two more like this. Moving from your core, feel the strength. And then this time, as you wave your spine forward, you have to hold your high plank. So making sure your wrists are under your shoulders, neck is long. You're looking forward in front of your hands, heels draw back. You're doming your upper back. So finding some space between your shoulder blades, rather than having them winging off your back. The core is engaged. Holding the strength. Isometric hold. Activating all the muscles of your feet. And take another breath in. And then exhale, lower your knees to the ground. You can untuck your toes. Really press the ground away, spread your fingers. And take another breath in. And then as you exhale, lower halfway into this chaturanga. And then inhale, raise it back up. Exhale, wrap your elbows and lower your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Two more. Last one. Inhale, lift. And then this time we're going to lower ourselves all the way down onto our bellies. And you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And as you inhale, start to peel your chest, head off the mat, baby cobra. And exhale to the floor. Two more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, wave spine up. And exhale, lower. And press down through your hands, through your knees, and come to find your downward facing dog again. Start to bring your gaze forward and slowly walk your feet toward your hands. Then you can catch opposite elbows, or you might like to interlace your hands behind your lower back and let your palms fall up and over your head. And see if you feel like staying in stillness here, or maybe you want to find some gentle movement from side to side. And keeping your knees bent as much as you need here. Always protecting the lower back. Release your hands to the earth, bend your knees, tuck your chin in. You engage your core and slowly start to roll, vertebrae by vertebrae, up your spine. And we're going to stand up tall and meeting in Tadasana, or mountain pose. You're rooting down through the four corners of your feet, opening your palms. Finding strength in your core, Uddiyana Bandha, the pit of your belly, drawing in and up, lifting. And shoulders back and down. And close your eyes for a moment. As you inhale, sweep your arms out wide, connect your palms overhead. And exhale, draw your prayer through heart center. Two more. Inhale, open wide, arms lift. And exhale, palms, drawing deep down into your core. Inhale, expanding wide. And exhale, release your hands. And opening up your eyes. As you inhale, sweep the arms wide again, connect the palm. And then exhale, start to fold forward, hinging from your hips. And take a halfway lift, hands to shins as you spit. Send your spine forward, breathing in. And then exhale, ground your hands, step back into your high plank. And keeping your knees lifted here, or lowering them if you need to. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, lower your knees to a hopper. Inhale, extend the knees. And exhale, bend and hover. Inhale to extend. Exhale, hover. Inhale to extend. And then this time, keeping your knees lifted or maybe lowering them and lowering all the way down onto your belly. Inhaling into cobra or baby cobra. Shoulders soften down. And exhale, lower to the ground. Roll over your knees. And come to find your downward facing dog. Start to bend your knees, look where you're going. And step or float towards your hands. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. And bowing forward. Exhale. Reaching out tall and an in-breath, palms touch. And then exhale, hands through heart center. And step the feet together if they're not already. Bend your knees, slide your arms, fingertips alongside your body and sink into your Utkatasana, chair pose. And core is really active here. Your lower ribs are wrapping in, tailbone is gliding down. Active abdominals. Come to connect your palms overhead. Palms touch, take an in-breath. And then as you exhale, twist to the right, left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Inhale through center, lift the palms overhead. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist to the right, left elbow hooks. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center this time, release the palms. And exhale, fold forward. Flat back as you breathe in. And then ground your hands, step or jump back, high to low plank on an out breath. Inhale into upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Right leg rises, extending up and back. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, take it back. And same side again, right knee, right tricep, exhale. Inhale, take it back. And this time as you exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Round your back, hug your knee as high as it can go. And then step your foot forward. Ground through the front foot and inhale, rising up, high lunge. Check your alignment, front knee, stacking over your ankle. Finding activity through your back leg. Take an in-breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to take your right arm behind you, left arm forward. Hover your back knee and twist toward your right. Inhale, arms are going to reach up through center, straighten your back leg. And exhale, twist to the left, so hovering your back knee. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist. Inhale through center. And then exhale, twist. Moving through center last time. And then you're going to spin your back heel in and open your hips, warrior two, breathing out. Really root down through the outer edge of your back foot. As you inhale, flip your front palm, extend the arm forward, and lift back. Reverse forward. And feeling that sense of expanding upwards here. Take another breath in. An extended side angle as you breathe out. Right elbow, right knee, left arm alongside your ear. Inhale, take it up and back. Side angle, exhale. Legs are not moving here. Inhale, take it back. Let's do one more side angle. Last time to reverse. And then as you exhale, spin your hands down, frame the front foot, and step back and move through your flow. Wrapping the elbows in as you lower through chaturanga. And press into the tops of your feet as you lift your heart. And exhale, send your hips to the sky in downward facing dog. And we prepare for the left side. So inhale, left leg sweeps up behind you to the sky. And exhale, shoulders over wrists, left knee, left tricep. Extending back on an in-breath. And exhale, left tricep again, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, take it up and back. And this time as you exhale, throw your knee towards your nose, tiger curl, hug it in. Moving from that place of core strength, step your foot forward. And making sure your feet are on train tracks here rather than one thin line. And then inhale, raising up, high lunge. Let's find your balance before we move here. Strong core. Rooting down through your feet. And take another breath in. And then as you exhale, extend your left arm back, right arm forward, and hover your back knee, twisting to the left. Inhale, we move through center. And exhale, we twist to the opposite direction. Inhale through center. And then exhale, twist. Through center, breathe in. And exhale, twisting right. Inhale through center. And then this time as you exhale, open your hips, warrior two. And adjust your feet if you need to. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Expand up. Make sure you keep a bend into your front knee. And rather than drawing it back, you can keep your knee over your ankle. Take another breath in. And side angle as you breathe out. Inhale, reverse. And side angle, exhale. One more round. Lifting up and back. And elbow to knee, exhale. Reverse, last time, breathe in. And as you breathe out, hands spin down, frame the front foot, then step back and move through your vinyasa or straight back to a downward facing dog. I'm going to pause here for 3 deep breaths. I'm going to flow through one more round of this with one repetition of the movements. One movement, one breath. Preparing to begin with the right side. Right leg extends up and back. Breathe in. And then stepping the foot between the hands. Breathing out. High lunge, inhale. And twist and hover to the right. Exhale, back knee hovers. Inhale through center, straighten the left leg. And exhale, twist the other way. Inhale through center, back leg straightens. And exhale, open your hips, warrior two. Your in-breath, refined reverse warrior. And your out-breath, extended side angle. From here, we reverse last time, inhale. And then exhale, take your hands to the mat and step back, either straight into a downward facing dog or move through your vinyasa. Your choice. If you're flowing through a vinyasa, take your time. Move mindfully, engage in your muscles. Meeting back, downward facing dog. And stretch the left leg up and back, breathe in. And stepping forward, breathing out. High lunge, inhale. And twist to the left, hover your back knee. Exhale. Inhale through center. And twist to the right. Exhale. Arms lift through center. And then warrior two. Breathing out. Keeping your legs as they are. Inhale, reverse warrior. And side angle. Exhale. Lifting up and back, breathing. Taking your hands down, stepping back, moving through your vinyasa, or back into a downward facing dog. And find your strength here. Avoid the need to go super fast. See if you can slow it down. And we're meeting back in downward facing dog. And your choice if you want to stay here, or maybe come to a child's pose for a few breaths. Or if you want to up the energy and find a little bit more strength, you might come to a dolphin pose. So bringing your forearms down parallel onto the mat. And lifting your hips, similar to a downward facing dog, but with your forearms down. And if you are in a dolphin, really press away from the ground here. Avoid collapsing through your shoulder blades. Really fill that space, your upper back. I'm going to take 3 more deep breaths here. And then as you're ready, you're coming to find your downward facing dog again. And as you inhale, right leg reaches up behind you to the sky. And then as you exhale, draw your shoulders forward and take your right knee towards your left elbow without dropping your hips. Inhale, take it up and back. And exhale, back again to the left side. Press the ground away. Inhale, take it up and back. And then exhale, knee to nose again. Hold it there for a moment. Strong core. And step the foot forward. Rising up, high lunge. Breathe in. And hands through heart center. Breathe out. As you breathe in, start to extend your spine and crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. And you could stay here, or you might like to lower your back knee and even untuck the toes down. And really press your palms against each other. Find resistance. Core is active. One more breath like this. And then on your next inhalation, sweep your arms up alongside your ears, come through center. And then exhale, place your fingertips to the mat and find a standing splits. And so your left leg is lifting up toward the sky. And take one more inhale like this. And then as you exhale, start to draw your left knee in towards you. And slowly start to lift yourself up. And coming to stand, balancing on your right leg. You're going to transition into an eagle pose, so bend your right leg. And cross your left leg over your right. Left arm wraps over the right. And you might stay like this, so if you need some extra support, feel free to bring your left toes to the ground. The hips are even facing forward. And then inhale here. And then as you exhale, start to bring your elbows toward your knees. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, drawing down. And still strong with the toes down. Inhale to lift. And exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, lower. And then inhale, raising yourself back up. And as you exhale, start to untangle everything and breathe and find space. Find your warrior three. Hold here for a breath. Let's take one more inhale and flat. And then exhale, take your hands to the ground, send your left foot far behind you, low lunge. And then walk your hands to the long side of your mat. Pivot your toes in, heels out. Inhale, hands under shoulders, find length through your spine. And exhale, bow forward, walking your hands back between your feet. Bending your knees if you like. Folding a little bit deeper. Relishing this moment of pause. And then place your hands back under your shoulders, send your spine long. Inhale. Hands to hips. Exhale. Inhale, spine lengthens. And then as you exhale, turn your front toes out and extend your arms. Inhale, reverse this triangle. So right arm moves up and back. And then exhale, come back through center. Inhale to reach your hand. Front arm, chest as far forward as you can go. And then exhale to lower into your triangle. Trikonasana. So your right hand might come to your shin, maybe to the floor, maybe to a block. And if you're okay with your lower back, so if you have lower back injuries, stay here. Otherwise, you might explore using a little bit more core strength by taking your arms alongside your body as if you're holding a giant beach ball. As you notice a tendency to collapse the chest down, keep rotating open. The top hip still rolling open, chest rolling open. And holding strength. Next inhale, raising up tall. And exhale, release your arms. I'm going to pivot to face the front of the mat. Step your left foot in behind you, about 1 meter behind your right foot. Feet on train tracks, hips facing forward. You can inhale your arms alongside your ears. And exhale, we start to extend the spine forward, coming into a pyramid pose. And pause halfway. And draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Then take a breath in. And then exhale, lowering your hands down toward the floor. You can also take your hands behind your back if you prefer. And you can use blocks here or a book. Rather than really rounding through your spine, keep finding length. So keep finding, sending your heart forward and drawing your right hip back in space. One more breath. And start to walk your fingertips in front of your right foot, bend into your right knee. And as you inhale, come back into your standing splits. So the left toes lifting up. You're welcome to stay here or maybe taking a breath in. And then as you exhale, cross your left knee behind you. Bend the right knee, lower the hips. Inhale, lifting the left leg. And exhale, cross the left knee behind you, bend the knees into this curtsy squat. Inhale, extend. And exhale, we lower. Last one. This time when you extend, take a breath in. And then slowly as you breathe out, take your left toes far down behind you, landing in a low lunge. You might need to walk your hands in. Ground through the left hand and inhale. Low lunge, twist, right arm rises. And then you might stay here or maybe step it back into a side plank. Either stepping your right leg halfway down the mat as you spin onto the outer edge of your left foot, or maybe the full way down the mat. You might even challenge yourself by stacking your feet, maybe raising your top leg. And keep your hips lifted here, chest open. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, coming back through center, and sending your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Either staying here or breathing in to wave the spine forward. Lowering through chaturanga as you exhale. Breathing in to open your heart, finding a back bend. And exhaling your hips up to the sky and downward facing dog. And 3 deep breaths here. And we start to prepare for the left side. And really reach the left leg up to the sky, find length. And then exhale, bring your left knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, take it back. And exhale, back toward the right elbow. Inhale, take it back. And then exhale, knee to nose. Hold for a moment. Hold in your strength. And then step your foot forward. Rising up, high lunge. In breath. And palms in front of your heart center, out breath. And spine reaches forward, breathe in. And then exhale, twist to the left, right elbow hooks on the outside of your left knee. And again, option to lower your back foot here, back knee rather. And drawing the shoulder blades closer together. Bringing your prayer in front of your heart as much as possible. And taking one more breath cycle. And then you're going to inhale, you're going to come back through center high lunge. And then exhale, fingertips ground, standing splits, right leg lifts up. Another inhale, lift the leg as high as you can. And then exhale, start to draw the right knee in, bending through your left leg. And then slowly start to roll up through your spine. And coming into an eagle pose. And so right knee, leg wraps over your left. Right arm wraps over your left arm. And square your hips. And again here, you might take your toes down. You're moving into these eagle crunches. Take a breath in. And then exhale, elbows connect to your knee. Engaging your core. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And two more. Remembering your breath supports you in all of this. Your true core. And then this time, inhale, raising up. And then exhale, start to unwind. And then as you breathe in, find a warrior three, your version. Whatever that looks like for you today. And take another breath here. And then exhale, fingertips down. Then your right toes down behind you. Low lunge. And to walk your fingertips to the long side of your mat. And toes in, heels out again. Breathing in, extend your spine long. And breathing out, bowing forward. And walking your hands back between your feet. And breathing here. And from here, inhale, find length again through your spine. And then exhale, hands on hips. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, turn the front toes out. Extend your arms. Breathe in to flip the front palm. Lift up and back. Reverse triangle. And exhale, back to center. Breathing in as you tilt your hips back, reaching your head, spine forward. And then exhale, lower, Trikonasana. And again, option to stay here. Or if you like, you might extend both arms over your head. Again, imagining you've got a giant beach ball in there. And find length as much as possible through the side body. Open heart space. And next inhale, raising back up. And releasing your hands. You can step your right foot back in this time. You're finding about 1 meter between the feet. And bring your hands to actually raising your arms up. Lengthen, inhale. And exhale, extend your spine forward. And pause. So to draw your right hip forward as your left hip shifts back. And take another breath in. And then exhale, take your hands to the floor. And as you breathe here, keep moving forward through your right hip as your left hip draws back, so evening off your hips. And start to walk your fingertips in front of your left foot, bend into your left leg. As you inhale, find your standing splits. And take another inhale here. And then as you exhale, find that curtsy squat. So your right knee crosses behind your left. Lowering your hips and inhale, extend. And exhale, crossing it the leg behind, lowering hips. 2 more times. And inhale, finally. And then slowly ground the left toes behind you as you exhale. And place your right hand down in line with your left foot. And inhale, open up, low lunge twist. And either stay here, or maybe roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. And step your left leg back into your variation of side plank. Core engaged. And finding lift through your waistline. Take another breath in. And then exhale, coming back through center, downward facing dog. I'm choosing to stay here. Inhale, spine rippling forward. And then exhale, low plank, core strength, slow it down. Inhale, lifting your heart. And exhale, hips to the sky. And downward facing. And take a pause here, so either holding your downward facing dog or coming to a child's pose. Or again, option to come to a dolphin. We have 5 deep breaths here. And take a deep inhale through your nose. And a full exhale out your mouth. Now from here, start to, as you inhale, wave your spine forward again. And then pause, high plank, exhale. And find your stability here. Press the ground away. As you inhale, raise your right toes off the ground. And then as you exhale, draw your right knee toward your right tricep. Inhale, take it back, keep the foot hovering, lift it. And exhale to the side. Inhale, take it back. And exhale to the tricep. Last one. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, lower. Left side. Left leg rises, breathe in. Left knee to tricep, breathing out. Inhale, lengthen. To tricep, breathing out. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, lower the toes. Lower your knees for a moment. We're going to come to a forearm plank. So to measure the distance, you can take your opposite elbows and then extend your forearms from there. With knees lowered, catch opposite elbows. And then extend your forearms so they're parallel. And your shoulders and wrists, shoulders and elbows are going to be aligned. And step your feet back. Lower the knees if you need to. Pressing away from the ground here. And creating space between your shoulder blades, rather than sinking through the upper back. And you might stay here, or if you like, inhale. Start to send your nose between your elbows, hips lift. And then exhale, drawing forward. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, drawing forward. Inhale, hips lift. And exhale, forward. Feel the engagement of your core. And inhale, lift your hips. And you might start to walk your feet a little bit closer. And coming into your dolphin pose. Taking one more breath here. Stepping the feet back a little bit, rolling forward again. And start to lower your hips. Coming into a Sphinx pose. Shoulders and elbows aligned. Open through your heart space. Take another breath in here. And then exhale, let your elbows widen. Place your forehead onto your knees. Forehead onto your hands. We'll do a couple of back bends here. A locust pose and a bow pose. To prepare for a locust, you can bring your arms alongside your body, palms facing down. And bring your big toes together, and your heels fall out. And really root down through your hip bones, they're grounding into the earth. Activate your core. And then as you inhale, start to lift your hands, shoulders, chest, head off the ground. Keeping the feet lowered for this one. And squeezing your shoulder blades together. And sending your hands back. And take another breath in. And exhale. Lowering. You can turn your head to one side for a moment. And preparing again for the second round. And setting up as we did before. Anchor through the sit bones. Activate your abdominals. As you inhale, this time you might also lift your feet off the ground. Rather than finding height, think about finding length. Just sending the crown of your head forward. Big toes come to touch. Activating the whole back side of your body. You can take another breath in. And exhale, melting down. Turn your other cheek down. And pause. I'm going to do one more round of these. So your choice if you want to come into a locust again. Or otherwise, this time you might bend your knees and come into a bow pose. So you can either catch the tops of your feet or catch your ankles and flex your feet. And keep your knees hip width here. Again, anchor through your hip bones, core activates, and as you inhale, lifting your knees, chest off the mat. And rolling onto your belly. Squeezing between the shoulder blades. And keeping your knees in line with your hips here. And again, you take another breath in, lift it a little higher. And exhale. Melting down. You can place your hands under your forehead. And start to rock your hips from side to side. And place your hands under your shoulders. Lift yourself up, sending yourself back into a child's pose. Taking 2 more breaths here. And then as you're ready, coming back up, downward facing dog. You're welcome to stay here if you like, taking one final vinyasa in your own time. Resisting the urge to make it, to rush through it, using your strength as you move. And from your down dog, start to bend your knees, gaze forward, and step or hop, crossing your ankles, and coming to ground your sitting bones. So if your feet in front of you, hip width, place your hands behind you, fingertips toward your heels, puffing up your chest. And as you breathe in, come into a reverse tabletop. You could also make this a upward plank if you like, by stepping your feet long, grounding through your feet. You keep opening through your chest, lifting your hips. Last breath in. And exhale, lowering your hips. Extend your legs long. And sitting up with a straight spine. You can always place your hands down on beside your hips. And find length first. And then inhale, raise your arms, find length. And then exhale, start to extend forward. Slowly releasing your head, excuse me, wherever they land. Breathing in to find length. And exhaling to find depth. Your next inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release your hands in front of you. And take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, slowly roll down through your spine. And come to lay down onto your back. And walk your feet in toward your hips. And find your reclined figure four, starting with the right ankle crossing above the left knee. You're either interlacing your hands behind the left thigh, or if it's available, you want something a little bit deeper, you might interlace them over the top of the left shin. And make sure to flex your feet there. Nudging your right hip open with your right elbow. As you gently shift your left leg towards you. Now you're in control here, how much sensation you want to feel in the right hip. And starting to bring your hands and arms into a T shape or a cactus. And then keep your legs as they are, coming to a supine twist variation. So start to let your knees fall toward the left side of your mat, but keep your right knee lifted. So the sole of your right foot is on the floor and your right knee is pointing up toward the sky. Maybe gazing toward your right. Every inhalation is an act of deep inner core strength, diaphragm, breath, breathing muscle. And every exhalation is an act of outer core strength in your abdominals. And gently coming back through center and switching sides. Starting with a reclined figure four. And flexing both feet. And maybe observing how much sensation you want to feel today. You might notice the closer you draw your right leg in, or the more you nudge your left hip open, the more intense sensation. And maybe noticing how much you want to feel here. And from here, bringing your hands again to a T shape or cactus arms. And then let your knees fall toward the right. Well, your right knee fall towards your right. You're going to stamp down with your left foot. Left knee points up towards the sky. And then gazing over towards your left. Supine twist variation. Breath is at our very center, the core of who we are. Having a strong, steady breath. It's vital if we want to connect to that source of inner strength. We can always change our state by reconnecting to our breath. And taking one final breath on the side. And gently transitioning back through to your midline. And let's take a happy baby to finish. So catching your feet from the inside or the outside, maybe the knees, maybe your ankles or shins. Really feel your tailbone flatten down into the mat here. Either staying here, or maybe softly rocking. You could extend one leg and the other. Whenever you feel ready, begin to make your way into Shavasana. Stretching your legs long. Letting the feet open. Feet mat width here, take up space. Palms facing up toward the sky. Letting go of any controlled breathing, any conscious abdominal activation. Find softness here. Relaxing into yourself, your inner strength. welcome to pause the video or stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Otherwise, if you're feeling ready to come out, begin to deepen your breath. And find some movement in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. If it feels useful, maybe taking a full body stretch. And softly bring your knees toward your chest. You make your way onto your right hand side. You can press down through your left hand to come to find a comfortable seat again. Either cross-legged, in Sukhasana. You might like to kneel in a hero's pose. And closing down your eyes again if you open them. And placing your palms in front of your heart space. Anjali Mudra. And taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up to practice today. And thanking your body for everything it allows you to do. We'll seal the practice together with a single cleansing breath. Breathe in through your nose. And exhale fully out your mouth. Take another breath in through your nose. And breathing out, bow your head toward your heart. Honoring yourself and the teacher within you. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice, your energy with me. Peace.